Love is hard. But thank God we have Jesus as an example. Because man, if we didn't, we'd be pretty lost. I mean, just the fact that he was willing to go up on that cross and be punished for something he did not do, just because he loved you and wanted you to be with him forever, I think is reason enough to show you that clearly Jesus was love incarnate. I mean, he was love living and breathing. But I want to look at a separate instance of Jesus' love that's a little bit more difficult to swallow. I want to look at Jesus' interaction with Judas Iscariot, particularly during the Last Supper, because I feel like it gets overlooked. And I also feel like it's very relatable. I bet that in your life, you've had, or maybe you have, a Judas. You know, someone you called a very close friend, someone you trusted. But he or she did something to betray you. They said evil things about you behind your back. They were planning to ruin you. They were stealing from you. They didn't consider you, and they only thought about themselves. Now, mind you, Jesus knew that Judas was going to betray him. I mean, you can read the Upper Room Discourse. He knew the whole time. And not only that, but Judas was going to do this in like the worst way possible. In secret, at night, for money. And Judas had this all planned out. He was planning to betray Jesus. And yet, Jesus washed Judas's feet with the other apostles. Jesus let Judas participate in what would become the first Eucharist. Jesus loved Judas till the very end. I mean, if you read the scriptures, as Judas was approaching Jesus, he kissed him on the cheek and said, "Rabbi," and kissed him. And then Jesus said, "Friend." Why are you doing this? Jesus called Judas friend as he was handing him over. Has that ever happened to you? Has someone ever kissed your cheek, but secretly in their mind they were betraying you? So, what are you going to do with the Judas in your life? You could fight back. You could slander them, talk about them. You could get revenge. And honestly, the world would probably say that you were justified. But let's take a cue from Christ. Remember, Jesus died for Judas too. I'm not saying you have to have this amazing relationship with your Judas. I'm not saying you have to converse with them or even like them. But Jesus always calls us to love one another, especially our enemies. Look what Jesus says in John. Love one another as I have loved you. That is how the world will know that you are my disciples.